Hey, what's going on, guys? IC Trades here, and today we're going to be doing a technical analysis breakdown on ticker symbol PLTR, Palantir. Right away, guys, you see the obvious cup and handle formation that we were brushing up on in our last Palantir videos. We see it consolidate, then we see a pullback here, and now an ultimate reversal, reaching these all-time highs once again. So, guys, before we get deeper into the daily chart, I'm going to bring you to the weekly for a broader perspective. Now, guys, on the weekly, you can see right away, strong stock. See when it IPO'd, had a spike. It really not doing too much after that. Kind of just being stagnant. You see just like a mountain all the way up to that level around, that 125 neckline area. Comes back down, forms that cup formation, and then the handle. And then you see price continue to trend upward after breaking out of that overall neckline area. And you see price try to go below that neckline mark of 125 of the cup. And we're seeing continuation and reaching all-time highs. Really like what I'm seeing on the weekly. All right, guys, now on the daily chart, gives a better perspective of when we've gotten that formation, the cup and handle. We get above that overall neckline area. Price comes down in this descending type of channel, reaches that 120 support. Price is getting tight between that 120 and 125 neckline area. Price breaks out, comes down, and this is a one-on-one bear trap, guys. As sellers get caught up, we reverse right back up above that neckline area. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 green days in a row, getting above that ultimate neckline, as well as this 133 resistance level. Now we're holding above that quite nicely, reaching to that $144 level, coming back down slightly, bouncing near that ascending support that we have here. So guys, prices fully escaped that cup and handle pattern, chopped a lot of sellers here, right? Sellers try to push it down, very strong candle, buy it right back up, and a lot of bears could think that, we're going to see a downtrend to occur. Did not happen. Buyers step right in when they need to step in around that $118 support level. We push price all the way back up. And following this formation, we see a clear ascending support, guys, as hit 5-ish times. So if price can continue to work its way up, that psychological $150 level is very probable to hit. As we see in this leg up, after this pullback, we see that leg up. We get another leg up just like that. We'll get above 150. If we can hold above that psychological $150 level, Palantir is looking really good in the long term. As we saw in the weekly, just overall very, very strong stock climbing all the way up. Gets in this little formation, but yeah, if we can get above that $150 level, guys, and furthermore confirm this overall breakout of this formation, it's definitely what we would want to see as a bull. And on the flip side, guys, as a bear, you want to see price break this ascending support, break through that 133 level, possibly consolidate, get back in this consolidation zone of 133 and 125. The more likely case scenario is that we hold strong and we trend above that $133 level. If we do come back and retest that level, say we break this ascending support, retest that level, probable for a bounce or even some consolidation back in this range. But getting below that neckline again, I think is pretty unlikely at this point, unless we had an overall market crash. In the medium to longer term picture, it just kind of confirms how strong the stock really is. You see the double bottom getting up into that cup formation, bottom again around that $86 level, 1, 2, aids this overall run up, getting in these like bull flag type of formations, breaking out. Another bull flag type of formation breaks out. Once again, descending type of formation, breaking out. Now we're kind of stair-stepping on this ascending support. If we're looking at a closer look on the daily chart, you can see that 6 out of the last 8 candles are green, showing that buyers really gain that control after hitting that support zone. Make sure that price doesn't stay below that neckline area. See a very nice green solid candle followed by another one, another green candle, smaller body, and another one, a little bit of selling pressure, small red candle. Buyers fight back, get above that overall spot, hit that $144 level. We see some solid selling pressure there, follow with a pretty large body red candle. But as long as we can hold this overall position, continue to kind of stair step up, that's what you want to see in a scenario like this. But you guys, overall, just a very nice bullish correction. You see price just correct, doesn't get in any phase, doesn't get in a pennant type phase or a consolidation like phase. We finally just break out of that very, very cleanly. There's really no need to overanalyze this daily chart, guys. If we can continue to move up, hold that 133 spot, even in better terms, hold this ascending support that we have here, continue to trend higher, reaching that psychological 150 level. I think this stock can really pick up some steam, guys. I think we could be well above that $150 level. Bullish on PLTR. I think that unless we have a big market crash, big market pullback, other than that, I think we're headed to that $150 level and upwards from there. Now, guys, take a look at the hourly. You can see a better perspective of when that sell-off occurred. And buyers step in here around that $118 level. You can see the obvious range. And we buy it right back up. You see how strong price really gets, reclaiming that ascending support, getting back above there. Nice solid green candle getting above that $133 resistance level. We see a small pullback, retracement, and retest of that support level, and a nice bounce, gap up, and strong green candle all the way to that $144 level. and then we see the pullback hitting that ascending support. So you can kind of see once we corrected from that, strong sell off and buyers regain that control, we're kind of following this ascending support and stair stepping up, hitting this support a few times, up, coming back down, up, gap up, going up, hitting all-time highs, and the retracement right back down to that ascending support. And right when we hit that ascending support, we see another pretty solid green hourly bar. So if we can retest it and break above that $145-ish level, we are definitely headed to that $150 level. I think the most probable case here is that we kind of keep on stair stepping up to that $150 level. If this ascending support breaks, definitely on the bear side, you'd probably see that move down to 133 and a retest of that. And how strong the buyers were after that false breakdown attempt, it just seems very probable that we keep following this ascending support, moving our way up to that $150 level. You just kind of have to see what it does within the next day or two. See how price reacts, see if price can bounce here, like we're seeing it start to do, and kind of stair step up. So guys, that's the analysis of PLTR, Palantir. I think that we're in a very good position in the weekly, daily, and hourly. On the weekly, we see that overall break of that formation and very strong price action, looking like a very bullish stock on the weekly and the long-term picture. On the daily, we see a closer perspective of that exact cup and handle, and we see where sellers try to push price back down and buyers buy right back up, getting back to those all-time high areas. And on the hourly, it just shows us a better picture of what's going on and how we're stair stepping off the ascending support and that overall retracement of that false breakdown. So like what I'm seeing on PLTR, guys, I'm definitely bullish on the short term as well as the long term. I think the only thing that could really stop the stock is the overall market pullback. If you see QQQ get crushed and a bunch of stocks get crushed, guys, if we're in a really red market, that's the only way I see PLTR really pulling back below that neckline area and getting crushed. We're going to see what it does over the next few days if we can hold that ascending support as well as that overall retracement move up, continue our way up to that $150 area. If you guys want to continue seeing PLTR content, consider liking and subscribing as I'll continue to cover PLTR as well as other major tickers on the channel. Trade smart, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.